are you?
It's us again, Amani. I'm Sephora Collection Ambassador here at Pentagon City, and this is...
Hey guys, this is Britt, it's your senior artist for Metro DC. What up?
So we're going to begin with a video for you all. We're going to teach you how to do no makeup properly.
The right way.
The reason why we want to show a video is because a lot of people think no makeup and they assume that means no makeup.
Natural versus neutral. We'll talk about that later. So getting started, I already prepped Amani's skin. She's clean, she's moisturized. You use these new great pads from Sephora, the glycolic exfoliate, brighten, and tighten. Smooth out that texture of the skin. And my new obsession, our Glow Serum, wakes that skin up and gives that radiance that you want already. Feel good?
Yes. Awesome.
Right. So we are going to start Amani's complexion. I actually mixed a hybrid of two, just like we talked about in our last video. This is the Artist Foundation. So we mix a little bit of number 59 and a number 55. It's a little bit more neutral because this puts a little warm on her skin. Of 10 Hour Wear Cocoa. It's a great mixing shade for brown, beautiful beauty. All right. And she likes a little bit of a highlight. So we're going to do number 13 mixed with number 14. I think this is caramel. And 14 toffee. Beautiful. All right. So, any areas of coverage that you want me to build specifically, my dear?
Honestly, I'm pretty good. I have some little spots because when I get a little spot, it does tend to hyperpigmentation, get more hyperpigmentation. So, just those areas. But honestly, I'm good.
All right. She has gorgeous skin. That was a trick question. So with no makeup, I like to approach it by assessing your client first and seeing where they need the most coverage and buffering out from there. For her little love spots, we're gonna kind of start right in that area. I'm using a wet beauty blender for texture reasons. And then for symmetry, what I did to one side, I'm just gonna do to the other. I'm gonna kind of just buffer it out. And like we know that foundation is, both of those can build nicely full coverage. But I'm gonna kind of just smooth it out. And we can see that little area where we had that concern just buffed out gorgeous. And how you feel about the color?
I like it.
I think the color is nice too. And the thing about no makeup is that it's really subjective. The approach we're gonna take now is those baby imperfections can show through, but we just want it to look like perfect natural skin. So don't think full coverage. Don't think, oh my God, everything has to be gone. Just think a nice wash of color to make that look even, and already she looks stunning. So those little areas, kind of where we had those concerns of coverage, I kind of buffered out. And I'm just looking for any inconsistencies in color and skin. Right around her jawline. This little guy up here may act a little silly. And I kind of want to just pick that up. Pull it through her neck so that color is consistent. What's most important with this is finding that complexion base that matches their skin beautifully. Oh, Mani. How you feel?
I think it looks awesome.
All right. So I actually put a couple of drops of Smashbox primer oil to thin out the consistency because both of those are a little bit weighty. I'm gonna give her a little bit.
Now, before we go into that step, the one thing I would like to add is adding the primer oil will tie into that glass look, which is super trendy, and it is also an awesome accomplice to the no makeup look.
Yes, and it's all these essential oils. It plumps the skin. It makes the skin look like beautiful. Look up there. So I'm using toffee right now. Turn this way. I like that a lot. Toffee is such a pretty color. Look at that. And the idea behind this is that your highlight is bright, but it's a realistic rested look. And I did really pull another color for you, baby, but I like this. I like this a lot.
That's not one that they just like
It's so weird having somebody else do makeup.
Am I light-handed? Am I beating your face?
You beating my face, but it's good.
Am I beating
like
you
it.
up? Am I rough?
Beat this face.
Am
We're not rough. We're silly.
We are. It's not having fun. Whatever. I really like this highlight though, Mani. I think that it's just enough. And making sure those little details are refined too, guys. Like right around that nose areas, those nooks and crannies, you want it to look like one complete veil of color. I like this color, Monty. I picked you a lighter one, but what you think? I mean,
I think it's pretty.
I think it's lovely.
Yeah, I think it's pretty.
Let me see, Sippy. I'm gonna give you just a inch more right on that cheekbone.
Okay. You want me to turn to the
Nah, I'm gonna turn it around. And building that coverage is really important in sheer layers. So go ahead and turn this way. Oh my, come on, Dimple. Because that highlight will give dimension where other things can kind of pop out. So take your time. That's what's most important with this. Right here, I'm gonna give her a little slap. And I did maybe a half a pea size of both of those colors for her. I like that, Marnie. And of course, we will set all that jazz.
This looks pretty, Brittany.
This looks gorgeous, darling. Thank you for letting me do that.
Thank you for doing it.
I'm just gonna let powder. All right, and I'm actually using Micro Bake Smoothing number 60 for a bronzer for her, which is really nice. And I'm just gonna kind of pick up here, right in that hollow, just to warm her skin up and give it some shape. Let's see one side compared to the other. Yeah, gave it just a little bit of dimension. And I'm doing it with the number 59 brush, really softly, and just placing warmth where I want to see it. Sometimes I like to go right in the center of the face a little bit. Yes, queen.
Yes.
Give them face. Yeah. All right. And then we're going to use Golden Hour and High Noon. I'm going to use my favorite highlighting brush. I actually like this brush for setting under the eye as well. It's really pretty. And I'm going to be really light-handed with this. And I'm not taking that highlight super far. I'm just taking it right on the cheekbone. And sometimes I like to kind of drape it around the eye brow area. And what that does is... I'm done. I'm done. Cuts. This is over. I'm just kidding. It just gives a little bit of dimension. So scoop it right around that brow bone for her. Like a little on your bridge, you know? Just do it. Just do it. I'm not taking it all the way down. Just right there. Let me see. Oh, my.
It is snatch my nose.
It just like, it's just a little
snatch.
preference, you know? And then we'll do like a little bit right here. And then she already had a little bit on her lip as far as in her butt. But that's gorgeous.
Yes.
Pretty. Take that shine down in here. What's most important to remember is that it's all about preference with your client, guys. If they feel more comfortable with coverage in other areas, it's great. But incorporating that skincare is what we really want to focus on, and all these new great products we have. Yes. Give them a zoom, sis. Money. So pretty. Turn this way. Just a scoop.
I'm loving that shine right here. It looks so pretty.
Yeah, I felt like some of the shine deliberately staying made it really beautiful and glass-like, and that's from that primer oil that we use.
I love when the shine stays. That's why I always tell clients, purposeful placement is the key.
I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing that with me. And even buffing around the edge of that highlight a little bit with that secret part of that beauty blender will just refine the placement of the shine even a little bit more. Beautiful.
Or even taking your powder brush and tapping into it.
It's beautiful. And that is pretty much it. For good measure, I like to give one final spray to kind of let everything settle in. I use primer water, not even as a setting spray. It's almost like a finishing spray. It just soaks everything in because one of the main ingredients is caffeine, so it congeals products together like a mixing medium, which is nice. So it helps everything come together and that skin look furthermore like glass. And that's it.
Thank you all. We look forward to seeing your looks this weekend.
Yes.
Fabulous and fierce and flawless.
Yes. Thank you guys. See you in store.